Good day guys, nice to have you here. Today we'll talk about some of the best picks for Season 27. These heroes were based on official data from the developers, original server and advanced server updates, and also feedback from former Mythical Glory players. Also, the heroes included in this video were selected based on their primary roles, not their secondary roles. This list is not in order of tier as well, since a lot of these heroes have equal effectiveness. And finally, we'll also share some recommendations for each hero that will certainly help you gain more wins. If you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like, share, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Martis will require a lot of nerfs before his relevance diminishes. He's a fighter that can deal tremendous damage because of his passive skill that improves his physical attack dramatically once its max stacks have been reached. Depending on your item build, he can be very difficult to kill as well because of his second skill that provides protection against most control effects and greatly reduces the damage he receives. He's also very versatile and can be played against most matchups, especially since he isn't too picky with the items you will equip him with. Whether you choose to build him with 1, 2, 3 damage items or a full damage build is up to you. It all boils down on the situation, role, and your playstyle. He is most effective as a jungler because of his efficiency and crazy power spike, but can be played on the XP lane as well with great results. Leomord is a fighter that in my opinion is really only good as a jungler. He is however one of the most powerful junglers right now because of his improved passive that deals guaranteed critical basic attacks once his target's HP drops below 50%. Leomord in ultimate form is also quite tanky, so getting him a lot of defensive equipment is not a necessity. You can play him as a full damage carry or a tanky damage carry to great effect. Hilda is a very versatile fighter that can be played in any lane in multiple roles. Her second skill is an amazing lane clearing tool and comes in handy as the best way of applying stacks on enemies, which will reduce both their physical and magic defense, which her allies can take advantage of as well. Despite being effective on any lane and role, I think having her as either a jungler or a roamer is more ideal because of her ability to reduce enemy armor, which can be very helpful during teamfights. Depending on the situation, your playstyle and role, she can be played with 1 to 3 physical damage items or a full set of defensive items. Personally though, I still give Hilda at least Blade of Despair and sometimes Malefic Roar even when I'm playing her as a roamer. Thomas is another perfect example of a very versatile fighter. He can be played effectively either with cooldown reduction in mind or attack speed. In my opinion though, he is best played with a very tanky set, so try to limit your damage items from 1 to 3 only. He can be amazing both as a jungler and XP laner. Also, try to cast and retrieve his sights as frequently as possible and make sure to attack in between his first skill cast and basic attacks in order to take advantage of his true damage more efficiently. Vayne is a very powerful hero that can be effective on any lane. If you want to improve his passive skill's damage and first skill greatly, invest more on physical damage items. If you want to improve his second skill and ultimate's damage greatly, invest in more magic damage items. He is included on this list because of his ability to destroy multiple enemies within 1 second. That's how efficient he is in killing. And since all of his skills have a very wide range, having him in teamfights can be very deadly for his enemies. Terizla is a fighter that I strongly believe should never be given more than 2 damage equipment. In my opinion, Bloodlust Axe and War Axe are both enough. He shines best in prolonged clashes and works well with a lot of powerful meta heroes such as Atlas. Give him tons of defensive items in order to become very difficult to take down, and make sure to prioritize his second skill over his first skill, since his second skill is what makes him a deadly fighter. Some people play him as a roamer, but I strongly believe he is best played as an XP laner because of his ability to quickly clear lanes and hold his ground against multiple enemies. Masha is a very good fighter, especially since Corrosion Scythe and Golden Staff received adjustments, which both work so well when equipped to her. Since her skills rely so much on HP, give her tons of HP defensive items such as Guardian Helm, Cursed Helm, and Twilight Armor. Same as most heroes on this list, she is a multi-lane hero that can be effective as a jungler, roamer, and XP laner. Lapu Lapu has been a tremendous help in a lot of matchups because of the improvements given to his passive skill. He's harder to kill thanks to the shield he gains more frequently, and is more effective in taking down enemies since he has more access to his passive skills, enhanced dashing attack. The only problem with Lapu Lapu is his slow casting animation when using his ultimate and skills in ultimate form. You have to make sure you are aiming properly, and it's always better picking him when you have allies that can inflict some heavy control effects. In my opinion, he is best played as a jungler. Kaja's adjustments have been pretty good and has gained him so much relevance in the meta, especially since Suppression, the control effect that his ultimate inflicts on enemies, cannot be cleansed. This makes him a very formidable hero capable of stopping any hero from their tracks. Because of how deadly his ultimate is, playing him in the jungle can be a very good choice, especially since he is very efficient in clearing jungler camps. If played properly, a jungler Kaja can reach level 4 in about 1 minute and less than 20 seconds. But if you're not comfortable playing him in that role, playing him as a roamer can be a very good choice as well. Depending on the role and situation, you can play him with either full magic damage in mind, a combination of magic damage and defense, or a full defensive build. Aulus is another powerful jungler fighter. You have to simply make sure that you are farming efficiently and are not wasting time. The sooner he reaches his ultimate's level 3, the better. Another great thing about Aulus is you don't have to build him squishy. You can instead build him the same way as building most fighters, with a combination of damage and defensive items, and be very difficult to take down. Because of his massive damage and range in the late game, reaching and destroying your enemies will be very easy. Not only does he have a wide range of attack, he also does not rely on skill combos, but instead deals most of his damage using his basic attacks. There you go. In no particular order, those are the fighters that I think are best picks for Season 27. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.